Okay, so I think we're back here for part 2 of the stream. Hopefully everything's going to work. And we're going to try to get through castles 3, 4, and 5 on this particular stream. And we'll see how it goes. Just need 1 second to send out a quick text. We'll be good to go. Alright, let's get to it. We finished the first and second castles. We also finished Death Mountain. So in this portion of the run, I'm going to try to get through 3, 4, and 5 if possible, even though that's a bit, probably long, but we're going to see how it goes. And yeah, so let's get started. And I know a lot of people. I know a few people saw the first stream, but I will continue sort of explaining some aspects about the game. So right now, what I'm trying to do is reset, because one of two things will happen when you hit this statue: either a knight or a bottle will come out, and I was hoping for the bottle, so I can get back to full health. And even though I'm close to magic, I think I'm just going to go ahead and do it. There we go. And now I'll start my adventure through the castle number 3, which this one I always found visually appealing. Every castle is a different color, but I like the fact that this one is red because it really looks like bricks. And by the way, that guy always does a ton of damage. So, I was playing pretty good earlier, actually. Right now, I'm not doing so hot. But, anyway, we'll get through here. I'm trying to make it to, I think, 3,000 experience to get the next weapon upgrade. And just to do a little recap, I sort of explained earlier in the first stream that I always really liked this Zelda game for basically 2 reasons. Number one, it's got a lot of RPG elements where you can get points and level up. And then it was also a game that my older brothers used to play. And so when I was really little, I'd watch them play it. I'd watch them play it and, kind of learn how to play it and learn the secrets about the game. So it's got a lot of nostalgic properties to it for me. But I've actually played the game a lot in the last few years, mostly on GBA, on Game Boy Advance. And I got to the point where I could beat it pretty consistently without using a continue, which is not bad. I mean, it's actually one of the more difficult regular Nintendo games, but I haven't played it in so long that I'm just doing this run as a casual run for fun and also to test out my streaming capabilities on Twitch. So if anybody's out there watching, especially live right now, feel free to hit me up in the chat. Looks like it looks like somebody is watching right now. I'm not sure who it is, but if you happen to have an account, feel free to chat at me. because I like interacting with people and, you know, just trying to figure out what to do. But I've never really streamed before, so at least not much. So I'm trying to learn how to do it and get all my levels fixed and stuff like that. But I plan on using my Twitch account in the future for not only some games, but also for education. I kind of feel like there's a lot of opportunity here to use it to host some tutoring sessions or do some professional development of some kind. And so I'm going to check that out. And then also maybe use it for music. So I like video games, so I'll do some of that, but I'm also trying to test it for other possibilities. So if anybody is watching that is actually logged in and has an account, feel free to chat with me. I'll be glad to answer any questions about this game or anything else. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep sort of explaining what I'm doing in the game. So earlier in the run, the part that was in the first part of the stream, I think I went the wrong way. I'm gonna actually have to pay attention here. I'm not doing so hot. Oh yeah. Hold on one second, I'm having issues with some people trying to watch it. I need to fix something. Here we go. Got some family members that were trying to get on to see the stream, and what I gave them was not working. There we go. Alright. So anyway, I haven't played this game in actually quite a while. I played it a lot growing up, and then I played a good bit over the last few years on my Game Boy Advance, but I haven't played the game in over a year, so I don't really remember where everything is. And so it's probably going to take some adjustment for me to get through some of these castles. But yeah, so basically I'm using this run as a casual run to test my streaming capabilities, make sure that my levels are all good, and see how I can interact with people. But hoping to use this account later for other things. So if you have an account, you know, obviously I'm just some random person, so I don't think very many normal Twitch users are going to come in here and see my stream. But if you happen to have an account, feel free to chat with me, because I would love to answer questions and interact. And I think at some point in the near future I might have some friends or family who don't have accounts, but you know, they might be watching just for a few minutes. So for anybody out there who's seeing this, hope y'all are doing okay. Okay, so to kind of explain what's happening here in this game for anybody who's never seen it, most of the old Zeldas, especially the first one and the one on Super Nintendo, they have a lot more in common with each other because they are top-down games. This is a side-scroller game, which was a lot different than the other ones, but I really like it. And one thing about it that I like is the RPG element, where you get experience points and you can upgrade your abilities. So as you can see, every time I kill one of these monsters, a little number comes up and it gets added to my total in the top right of the screen. So right now I've got 2,760 points, and when I get to 3,000, I'll be able to upgrade something. So that's kind of what I'm going for at the moment. Other than that, you're just moving through the game, trying to beat all the castles, and eventually get to the end so you can beat the game. So far I've had a pretty good run. I haven't died yet. First stream took about an hour and a half. Made it through the first two castles in Death Mountain without taking any deaths. basically just spent the rest of my time trying to level up. This is not good. But yeah, I don't know if my older brother is watching, but my older brother Butler, he's one of the reasons that I love this game so much is because when I was a kid, you know, when the Nintendo came out, I was like, probably like 3 years old. We got one when I was 4. I think this game came out, I looked it up earlier, I think it was 1987. So I was pretty young, but I used to watch him play, and that's kind of how I learned a lot of the secrets of the game. So by the time that I actually played it for the first time myself, it was easier than just trying to figure it out. So I've always really liked this game because of that. Oh, I'm gonna have to be careful here. Let's see. So Butler might be watching right now. I can see now that there's 6 people watching at the moment, or at least there was a minute ago, which is the most I've ever had for anything. Oh, that was a mistake. Wow, okay, that was really dumb. I wasn't paying attention, so I'm gonna have to actually watch what I'm doing right here, or else I'm gonna die. If I can kill this guy without getting hit, I can get my health back. If I do not, then I'm going to take my first death of the run. Let's see, I need to focus here. Okay, good. So here at this point I could get the upgrade to the weapon, but I think what I'm actually going to do is get the magic upgrade, which will give me a full magic back, and I'm still very close to getting the next health power up, so I can get my health back with that spell, go in the next room and maybe get those point bags. But yeah, so Twitch is really interesting to me because it looks like we're down to four people watching now. But for those of you that are here or that came in, I appreciate you spending some time. You